Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call. Hey, Stew Sells Teams followers, I am just finishing my coffee out here on this balcony of our brand new listing. Now look, I keep saying it, I'm gonna say it again. The Bank of Canada is cutting interest rates. It is going to turn back to a seller's market. So you gotta get in, and we are in this amazing condo that you can get into the market. We're $600,000, we're 2 bedrooms, we're a den, we're 2 bathrooms, totally renovated. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to pick up a roller and paint. It's all been done. The den is a perfect home office. We have these gorgeous wide plank floors, brand new kitchen. The cabinetry is so cool. The grain of the wood actually follows itself. These sellers have taken a lot of time with detail, quartz counters, gorgeous walk-in glass shower in one of the bathrooms, stone floor, beautiful extra big master bedroom with a 4-piece ensuite, big walk-in closet. These owners built this huge storage unit, a ton of storage. We're in a great building. It's got a gym, party room, really nice amenities on the main floor. And you know what? Up and away. We're right at the Up Express in Weston. Look, go to stewsells.ca, see all the photos and videos, and give me Stu a call for a personal tour. Hey, all you curling fans sitting at home watching the Stew Sells Toronto Tankard here at stewcurls.com. Look, High Park's just down the road. We're here in the Junction. If you bring the map card with you, come to Caribou Gifts and start your Christmas shopping early and get some great gifts for the family. Welcome to the Stew Sells team's brand new listing. And you know what? You are not going to find condos like this in the city anymore, because when they built these, they built them for living and size. This place is ginormous. It's not these little 800 square foot 2-bedroom, 2-bath where you're jammed into it. Look at the space we have. Look at this gorgeous view we have of the Rosedale Valley Road and the Rosedale Valley. It's beautiful. So check it out. We've got 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Check out this beautiful den office space. You actually have a dining room where you can have dinner, not a little island here in your bar stool cramped in. Gorgeous large eating kitchen, ton of storage, 2 beautiful bathrooms. Check out this gorgeous parquet floor that has been stained in this beautiful dark stain. That's awesome. And you know what? Don't get me going on location. We are right at Yonge, just south of Bloor. There's Yorkville, there's the TTC. You can go up to Summerhill Market. You can head downtown to the east side of Dundas Square. You can go down Rosedale Valley Road and get to Cabbagetown and get to the Bayview Extension and get onto the DVP. It's such a great location. So look, go to stewsells.ca, see all the photos, the videos, and give me Stu a call for a personal tour. Hey, curling fans at High Park and sitting at home watching the Stew Sells Toronto Tankard at stewcurls.com. Look, after the game, we're just up the road from High Park. Come to my house in the Junction, have a cocktail, have a late night snack, and talk about the game. Hey, Stew Sells team's followers, we are here at our brand new listing, which is right behind me. We are bringing this gorgeous 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo to market. And you know what? I don't want to hear it any more from you people saying, oh, I can't get in the market. Everything's so expensive. We're bringing a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo to the market for $619,000. So you know what I always say? Stop flushing your money down the toilet and renting when you can buy and get into the market. It's gorgeous. It's got beautiful laminate floors, brand new kitchen, gorgeous bathroom, huge balcony that looks south, looks all over the city. It's a great view. It's got a ton of room. It's got an open concept living, dining area, eating kitchen. What more do you want to get in the market? And look, this park comes with it. You've got this park, you've got this tennis court, you've got an outdoor pool, you got a gym, you got a party room. It's like being a Club Med. So look, stop renting and get in the market. Go to stewsells.ca, see all the photos, the videos, and give me Stu a call for a personal tour. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to stewcurls.com to watch this amazing Stu Sells Tankard curling. Grab a glass of wine and watch some more. We are here at the RBC Bloor West Village branch, and I'm here with two of their best mortgage brokers, Keith Joel and Dave Thompson. RBC has been an amazing sponsor of my curling season for about 10 years. And Keith, why is it so important to be involved in the community and sponsor youth sports?
First of all, Stuart, it's been a fantastic 10 years. I'm so happy to be involved, and so is RBC. We enjoy being out there, meeting all the curlers, and having a lot of fun along the way. So thanks for that.
I just want to say I'm with you. I'm a big supporter of the community, and I just want to let everyone know all my mortgages with RBC, all my accounts with RBC. It's an amazing bank. These are great mortgage brokers. So look, go to rbc.com and come into the Bloor West Village branch and visit these great guys. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to stewcurls.com to watch this amazing Stu Sells Tankard curling. Grab a glass of wine and watch some more.
And we're back into the first end here of the Jeong Mooibroek game. First two stones were thrown. The yellow was looking for a corner guard. Put it in the back, and it was picked out by Mooibroek, and the corner guard was placed here. And it looks like Mooibroek's going for a center guard here, Blair. I'd say that's a pretty textbook call when you don't have hammer.
Oh, indeed, yeah, keep it in the middle. But we'll just see as it travels down here. This is a side of the sheet that they haven't run too often, so it might be a little slower. I overheard Mooibroek's team being aware that that side of the sheet might be a little slower for the time being.
That's a job.
And I think we're in for some fantastic curling, as we have seen across all of these sheets from so many teams this weekend. I'm glad to be up here in the skybox with this incredible view. Things are different from the top, Blair. That's what I hear.
18-6. Same
It's
as,
lovely up here.
Sam's back.
So how many games have these teams curled today? Would this be their second game?
Potentially. It just depends where you are in the tournament bracket, how you did earlier on. Thank you, Eric.
I know we do have an update on sheet 5. Team DuPont actually withdrew from the Tankard this afternoon, so McCarville goes straight into our next game beginning at 9:30 this evening.
Yeah. And again, for everyone at home, we're at the High Park Club. There's still a lot of curling left. There's another game at 9:30 tonight. There's a live band a little later. And tomorrow we're going to have some more sheets.
Everybody wants to come down and show off their pipes.
Well, I'll make sure the commentator mic is off for when I get up there. And I'm sure the people at home don't want me serenading them. We did get the sheet update, so we're able to tell you who all the players are for both of these teams. Blair, why don't you give us the go-ahead here?
Yeah, so throwing the Blue Rocks is Mooibroek. He is the skip, Sam Mooibroek. He is also a skip at Laurier with the Golden Hawks, who have a terrific curling program out there. His vice is Ryan Wee. And Scott Mitchell at second, and the lead is Nathan Steele.
I'm shooting already, not bad.
And then representing out of South Korea, we have Jeong at skip, and his vice is Lee, and Kim at second, and Kim at lead. Not the same Kim.
Okay. Yeah, I like that ice, though. Oh, wait.
This seems like a pretty open end right now, right, Kevin?
Yeah. I think we're going to see both teams trying to keep it, at this point, a little bit open here with Hammer. Jeong's looking to score 2, and Mooibroek's looking for the steal here. And just a reminder for the folks at home that during this game, there's a no tick rule, which means that any rock touching the center line that's not in the house can't be moved off of the center line or taken out of play, of course, except by your own rock. And that's to give a little bit of advantage. And that's in play until the 6th rock of the game, or 5th rock. And then after that, you can remove guards as needed. We also have no time clocks. So you may see teams taking a little bit more time to make a decision here on their shots, a little bit communication and a little bit more chatter. And one of my favorite parts about the High Park Club here is that we have overlapping sheets. Sometimes it makes for a fun time. You get a little close to your vice or skip on the other sheet, but there's about a foot of overlap at each end. We've seen it come into play once during the tournament. Didn't turn out to be it wasn't a huge problem, but it does make for some unique and far out looking ice calls.
So Jeong just removed the rock at the back of the house and stuck around in the back 12 ring.
I don't know.
Kevin,
Like 3 feet.
is the idea here to hit and remain, or would they want to roll towards center and get some cover?
Well, as they don't have Hammer, they want to steal one here. So I got to imagine they want to hit this, roll the cover. The tricky part is you're so far back, so deep in the house, you're practically in the basement. And I think that's going to mean that Jeong might park one on top of it. And of course, you get that continual stacking that happens.
This is the vice for Mooibroek, his last rock. And as it travels down the ice, we just want to give out a big thank you to some of our sponsors. Kloss Concepts Electrical. For those that know Carl, he's a wonderful, wonderful person and a great electrician. And of course, our premier sponsor. And none of this would be possible without Stu Sankey of Stu Sells Realty Team.
We also have Tommy Gunn's Original Barbershop by Patrick Morris and Keith Joel Mortgage Brokers by Keith Joel.
The Morgagai specialist.
And a removal here. I think we might see this end go to a blank unless someone flashes here. But both of these teams have some great hitting power. And while the open draw for one might be the hardest shot in curling, the open hit to blank is definitely the second hardest, I'd say. At least at the club level, these guys make it look so easy.
Yeah, there would have to be a considerable miss, I believe, with these last rocks in order for someone to score. Unless, of course, Jeong wanted to take 1 point, but...
that would be very unusual, I think, Blair.
Yeah.
Especially when there's nothing on the board. And for the folks at home, when you have hammer, you do want to score 2 points. That's what makes the use of the hammer most effective and allows you to capitalize on that. A little talk here. It's coming in, and I think that's going to be, T back 4. Nice shot.
This should be removed by Jeong on this next shot.
Judging by that ice, I think this is going to be a normal shot here, or normal weight shot, I should say.
I did nothing.
Yeah, so I've just been informed, I mentioned earlier that Team Dupont from Denmark had to withdraw from the tournament, and apparently it was due to some food poisoning, but not the food at the High Park Club. It was in their own Airbnb.
Oh. And we're going to take you around the horn here, or around the rings, we should say. On sheet 1, we have Armstrong out of the High Park Club, so we're happy to see them on the ice. They were featured yesterday in the 6:30 game. We got Cailey Howard against Cailey Howard of Ontario. Of course, on our sheet, we have Mooibroek out of Ontario and Jeong out of Korea. On sheet 3, we have Kitazawa from Japan and Burns from Northern Ontario. On sheet 4, we have St. George from Quebec and Hardy from Ontario.
It looks actually like the St. George and Hardy game is taking place on sheet 3.
Oh, my apologies, Blair. Thanks for...
Clean. Clean. Yep. Hard. Gotta go.
Oh, that rock is moving, but I think it's going to get enough.
Okay.
Roll out, and I think we're going to see a clean end here. I think Mooibroek wanted to keep that around the house. Giving Jeong an easy blank here.
Let's be a little more forceful on our cleans. Like, try to have the clean hold the rock. Because, like, once they go, we can't save them. Right?
Yeah,
and
and
just gotta basically clean just means like a light sweep at this point. Like that one, like when we yelled clean, we were on like a half rock high, and then we were quarter rock low at the end if we don't sweep it.
So, what was that discussion they were having there, Kevin? I'd love to hear your opinion on the sweeping.
Yeah, well, the team was talking about how to effectively sweep the rock and adjusting as they go. I think one thing we might see the teams come into play here is the rocks were textured last night, so we might see a bit more swing, a bit more curl, and behaving a little differently than they did yesterday. So you want to see good rotation here. The rocks will definitely move on you. And yeah, they were just discussing that be a little more aggressive on the clean, have a little bit of sweeping there, and try to keep it straight and counteract a little bit of that curl that we're seeing.
A big shout out and thank you to the ice crew at High Park Club.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series. But you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Goldline's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms, light as a feather.
It's a Goldline.
It's a Goldline.
It's a Goldline.
And is the choice of champions.
And we're back in the second end here. And just to throw back to last end, it was a blank. So Jeong maintains hammer, and we're going to see a rock come into the house here. And Blair was just mentioning something that I think is super important before we cut to the break there, Blair. Why don't you finish that that thought?
Yeah, we just wanted to send out our appreciation and thank you to the ice maintenance crew at High Park Club. You mentioned that the rocks were textured, and I know for a fact that Kevin Scott, our head ice maker, and the talented Jeff Shoemaker were texturing rocks until 3:30 in the morning so that they would be perfect for today's draws. So big thank you to them.
Now, were you there supervising from the...
looks like that rock just got burned.
Oh.
I was supervising from the warm side of the glass.
Gotcha.
It looks like Mooibroek's front end burnt that rock that was coming down.
So unfortunately, it looked like it was doing quite well there.
That's an uncommon error, I would think, for players of this caliber.
It does happen from time to time. Sometimes we see picks.
But it's one of the endearing things about curling for me is that when you do burn the rock, it's a bit of the honor system and making sure that you're playing fair and letting the other team know that you made an error.
And it looks like they might be going for, is this the peel here? Maybe.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a long run back.
Hard.
Tremendous shot. They got one out. I think they were hoping to maybe get both and stick that blue. That would give you a nice high guard, a nice blue in the house, which is kind of where you want to be when you don't have hammer. A quick decision here by Jeong to call here.
Is he trying to bury behind that blue rock?
I believe that was the call. You probably want to put it somewhere in the top four. It's moving pretty good here. And it looks like it may be a little lighter than they intended. Well, finishes up nicely, right behind cover, a little exposed on the outside. Oh, I think we're going to see an interesting run back here.
This is going to curl.
This is the run back double.
Yeah.
So the blue is being run back into the yellow at top 8. Potentially to move over then and take out the other yellow that is back 4.
That is correct, Blair.
Shooter. Yeah, good shot.
They managed to get the one yellow. They didn't get the double they wanted, and it looked like Mooibroek wanted a lot of roll on that, presumably to remove that guard from play and keep it open here. I suspect we're going to see a number of hits, and we're going to see a lot of granite fly tonight for this game.
Bro. Jeez. Yeah. You made contact twice. I don't know what more we wanted you. Yeah. Try to get out of this.
A reminder for everybody that this evening at the High Park Club, there's another draw at 9:30. There's going to be some karaoke taking place. Our kitchen is open. Beverages are flowing. Come down after your Thanksgiving dinner with your families. Bring the family down. It's been an exciting weekend here at High Park Club at the Stu South Toronto's Tankard.
And you're definitely seeing some world-class curling here. Blair, do you know how many countries we have represented here? Not just on the ice, in the tournament in general. I saw you kind of give a cursory glance, counting the flags we have on the wall.
7? 8?
11.
11. Wow.
Hit that a bit full. Didn't get the roll they wanted for the double here, but still pretty good. But it does leave Jeong the ability to set up the house to take 2 in this end. I think we're going to see some trading rocks here.
Is the idea here to roll out to the perimeter of the house?
That is correct, Blair. You want to create some separation, keep them a little flat, and that way you you avoid getting you avoid setting them up for a double, and then you're just playing for a blank at that point.
That would be good hammer efficiency then. To retain hammer after the first, ideally 2 or more points in the second end for Jeong.
Now, Blair, if I started a metal band, I think I would call it hammer efficiency. No, it looks like somebody dropped their stopwatch there.
Normal.
I don't know if they'll be able to get the double out of this if they're throwing normal, but I think they're looking to roll a bit behind that yellow and keep this blue in play.
Normal. Yes! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, we're just a bomb. Curl.
Looks a bit on nose with this hit.
Yeah. Maybe hoping to get a little undercover there, but I think John's going to come on and looks like they're just going to bump onto it. Maybe freeze. Oh, no, just probably nice control weight here, I think. And set themselves up for a deuce.
Yeah, like nothing's jumped this end.
Signaling that the weight might be down. I think that's what that flap is. Coming in nicely. Nice hit, a little roll to the outside, and a bit behind cover if you're probably looking at that from the hack, but I imagine not enough to leave it open. So I guess the question here is, Blair, do you hit, try to roll across? Do you throw a corner, freeze to that yellow to try and mitigate some of those potential points? What do you do here, Blair?
Well, it looks like Mooibroek is attempting the hit and roll.
Normal.
I think that's the shot I'd call.
Like they're dead.
Whether I make it or not, to be seen.
I've seen you make these shots, Kevin.
Yeah.
It's not going nuts. Like,
Only one per season, though. That's what I tell you on our team.
So they'll want to hit this a bit thin, right? So that they get the roll over?
Yeah. Good control weight, a little roll, and it's bringing it back to center. And it's important here because when Jeong hits this, you can see they want it to roll. You're giving the potential here if you put it back at center that when they hit it, you have a much easier double and you're not having to roll 6 to 8 feet across the house to get that. And not giving them something to park on that's out in the wings either.
Definitely getting straight now.
A little discussion there about how the ice is performing.
Burn off that fresh flare. It is. It's so
We like to see good communication on the teams, between the teams.
It's crucial.
I really want to.
It's basically the whole sheet, though. So what are you trying to avoid at this point?
And it looks just to jump over onto sheet 1 that Armstrong had a great first end with 3 points in an elimination game. And of course, Armstrong curls out of the High Park Club. So there'll be a lot of attention in the gallery to that game, I would think.
Yeah, I don't think this shouldn't do much.
It'll still come up, but not crazy.
Probably, yeah.
Kevin, is a double here?
Well, I don't think you need to throw a double here.
Just making sure you're engaged in this game, Kevin.
Always engaged. Got the best view in the club right now from the skybox looking down. Makes it a little hard to see sometimes the house at this end without standing up, but hey, what game's not worth standing up for when it's this exciting?
You like this way again?
And this is Mooibroek's last shot.
Little bit.
Could make it very difficult for Jeong. Maybe forces and play.
Definitely upping the pressure in this end. Pretty close, but I think Jeong's going to be forced to take one here and lose some of that hammer efficiency we talked about earlier.
Well played end by Sam Mooibroek's team.
It still does move there. I flung that up pretty good.
Can't miss this one.
And Kevin, I've really enjoyed this short time that I've spent up here in the skybox with you, but
He throws a real
after this end, I'm going to have to excuse myself.
And I would not leave.
But I have a really special guest coming in to continue commentary with you.
Oh yeah? And who is that special guest?
The one and only Cailey Canoe.
It's not gonna go like it did in the first round.
One of the premier curlers on a team called the Little Rocks.
The Little Rocks out of the Sunday Rec Curling League.
Big shout out to one of the funnest leagues in the club.
And the force is there. Kevin, I've enjoyed myself. Thank you very much.
Excellent, Blair. Enjoy your dinner.
And
we'll cut to break.
Hey, all you curling fans sitting at home watching the Stu Sells Toronto Tankard here at StuCurls.com. Look, Hyde Park's just down the road. We're here in the Junction. If you bring the map card with you, come to Caribou Gifts and start your Christmas shopping early and get some great gifts for the family.
Hi, I'm Carl Kloss and I'm the owner of Kloss Concepts. We're an electrical contractor operating in the GTA and Muskoka areas. Kloss Concepts is the proud title sponsor of the Toronto Tankard Series. We would like to wish everybody good luck and happy curling.
What does a super dry taste like? Let me show you. It's tradition reimagined. Refreshing. Old, yet new.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline, join the revolution.
Tight! Tight!
And we're back in the third end.
Tight!
Mooibroek forcing Jeong to take one in that last end. And as Blair was saying on his outro, we have Cailey Canoe joining us in the skybox here.
Hey, Kev. How's it going?
It's going great. Watching some great curling. Nice Sunday afternoon. No better place to be than at the Hyde Park Club.
Agreed. Kevin Hogan, one of my fierce opponents in the Sunday Rec League. It's nice to be out here with him watching some curling on a Sunday, as we often do.
Yeah, it's nice to talk a little bit of strategy here, see how the pros do it so we can attempt it on the ice Sunday afternoon.
Absolutely.
Signaling probably that's a little up. Yellow wants to probably keep this rock around, but it's a little far out. I don't know how useful that will be in this end, Cailey.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kev. Wanted to stick around in the 12-foot there.
Two and a half.
Hey, line's better.
That's good. 2, 3.
Line's good.
2/3. 2.
Line's good.
Just a 2 right now.
So what do we have here, Kev? A call for corner guard from Team Mooibroek?
Yep. When you have hammer, usually you want to put up a corner guard.
Mine's
It
great.
makes controlling the house a little bit easier and setting yourself up to score 2 points, which is important, as we've mentioned before when you have hammer. And it looks like Jeong's going to come around with a draw here. And of course, if you're looking at the scoreboard behind them, you might see that 1 on 16. If you're not super familiar with curling and how the scoring works, it doesn't mean that they scored 16 points. That would be incredible considering there's only 8 rocks per team. That just means the end was blanked and no one scored, so things continued on as is.
All right, so Team Jeong looking to post a guard here. Center line guard.
Yeah, I think it's nose or hair high. That way.
And of course, we're playing with the no tick rule, Kelly, which, and now that it's the 6th rock here, that means that those rocks in the front of the house and on the center line can be removed, can be jumbled around.
Heel.
Clean up.
Yep.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Attaboy.
Nice double there by Mitchell from Team Mooibroek. As Blair said, curling out of Laurier and also coming from Whitby, Ontario, my hometown, actually.
Oh, nice.
Have you ever played at the Whitby Curling Club?
Sure have. That's actually where I learned to curl.
Excellent. Nice replay here of that double.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see this move quite nicely here.
I think you're right, Kev.
15.
It might peek a little cheek out the other side. We'll see as it comes to a stop here.
Beautiful. Right behind cover is called.
Yeah.
Mooibroek's going to look to hit this with a little bit of a lower weight in hopes of keeping the rock and rolling it across the house behind that blue for cover. Again, putting them in that scoring position too.
Just tack.
Yeah.
Little soft.
Yep. Clean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Soft.
Call was that this was a little soft out of his hand, so
Really gotta go.
we've got the front end coming with a big sweep, hoping to get by the guard, which they did. Fabulous. Great sweep. Great team shot right there.
Don't.
Maybe not the roll they
think
wanted,
their
though.
draws, they're dumping on every single one. So there are times they're gonna screw with
So I
you.
got a 15 there.
Yeah,
but like,
he sweeps, goes straight up. Sweeps, goes straight up. So they're gonna have some pretty fucked up times.
okay. Then maybe I'll just ask you for times on ours because like I'm not timing on sweeping. I can't time.
Yeah,
ours,
I
but,
know.
like,
You guys getting split times or anything on them to try to see, or just
I don't do
just
splits.
raw dog?
no.
A little discussion about timing rocks there from Mooibroek. And of course, each curler has a little bit different delivery, so sometimes times do vary. And there's a few ways to time. I traditionally do back line to hog, and then if you're in the house, you do hog to hog. And somewhere between those numbers mean something. I have yet to make those work together for me during club play, but Kelly, I'm sure you know what all those numbers mean.
Well, Kevin's being a little modest here. Big winner of the Sunday Rec League
You weren't
last year.
super big, eh?
No, not last year. The year.
Oh, the year before, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he had a crushing defeat.
Okay. Yeah.
Shout out to Empire Strikes Hack who
Yeah. Let's get a nice roll here.
took care of that one.
That's a beautiful shot by Team Korea right there. Jeong's team with a nice hit and sticking behind the front guard, half undercover right here.
Running. Whoa.
Clean.
Weed from Team Mooibroek looking to come by the guard and remove this rock.
Whoa, curl.
Whoa.
Curl.
No.
Never getting the roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice release. Good contact, but not quite behind cover like they were looking for.
Yeah.
Seen a bit of a blow for blow exchange here. Trading rocks with each other.
Going under.
And at this point in time, you're starting to run out of rocks. You're approaching Skip's first rocks. And if you're Mooibroek and you have the hammer, you want to make sure you set yourself up to score multiple here. On it early.
Whoa. Curl.
Looking to curl, looking to move that rock.
Gotta go.
And on nose.
Yep.
Still exposed. At some point, you're going to run out of house here, Cailey.
Yeah, that's true.
And if this hits nose, I think this might be the rock to do that. And then you have to get a bit of a roll in order to score. Or you play for the blank at that point.
I don't know how he gets in.
It's true. See if Jeong and Team Korea can manage the roll here.
Yeah. Think so? Go for it.
Still early in the game. Curler's still figuring out exactly how to nail that perfect roll and their takeouts.
Dead wide open.
Yeah.
He plays this type
I haven't made an aggressive call yet.
You're right. They hit the guard in one.
Yeah, they're playing very passive right now.
Nice and low. Good release here.
I might scare the guard.
He's okay.
It's coming in.
And sweepers on it hard, trying to make sure they get by that guard. And they do.
Lots of room. Not a ton of roll. But, I think there's a decision here whether or not you bail in the end, play for the blank, or you try to score two here.
Nice, soft board.
And it looks like they're looking to get a bit of a roll here and hopefully get into the rings.
Yep. Therefore, setting up that
Where do we want to roll?
Oh, do you want to play that?
2-point improv.
Just another look at the house just to confirm that that's the right shot. Confident broom raise to confirm.
Love the roll, but
You love to see it.
yeah, I'm just gonna have a hard chase to score my last one. So that if it spins, yeah.
Here's the shot. They get the roll.
Nice, but I might roll a bit too much.
Yeah, a little further than they would have liked and rolls out of the rings.
So I think we're going to see Jeong try to steal one here, draw behind cover, and make it hard for Mooibroek to get a direct hit.
I threw it until the hog line.
Maybe force them to one.
Yeah.
But if you're Mooibroek, you got to be hoping that this hangs out a bit and you can get the blank and just push the hammer into the next end.
No, I like the throw. I curled less than my normal in the first end. Yeah, that was a decent board, I thought. No, I thought it was pretty close when I let go. I don't know. Blame that one on the ice. Blame that one on the ice. I was worried I was on the tighter side on the slide. Oh, that's dirty. I figure once Scott got on it, we'd have
Little discussion from Team Mooibroek about managing that role.
Yeah.
They're going to treat that in the future.
It's important that as you play, you evolve, and your team communicates. Sometimes when things get tough, it can be difficult to communicate, and that's sometimes where you see some communication breakdown.
I think we got a nice draw behind cover here.
Might be back a little bit. No.
Oh, beautiful top four.
Great shot. A little cheek popping out.
Yep.
No, I'm seeing like good control there. My normal curl busted.
Right.
Don't have to catch a ton of this rock, as you don't want to keep the shooter in this case.
Hit and roll out for the blank.
Solid control.
Just clearing up the path a little bit there. Preemptive sweep.
Yeah, like 10 should be close.
Talking about, when they say 10 here, they're talking about the hog-to-hog time on this rock. Just good communication all around from Mooibroek today.
Yeah, clean.
It's coming down, beginning to move a little bit by the guard. Contact on the rock. And that yellow's out of the house for a blank here.
Get their blank.
And we're going to cut to a break from our wonderful sponsors. Look forward to having you all back in the fourth end.
Hair Baker, okay.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Sioux South Toronto Tankard here at StuCurls.com. And all you fans and all you curling teams who are staying in the area, come up to Petty Fine Foods. Lots of great prepared food. You just throw in the oven, cook, eat, and go. And if you show your map card to Stefo, you're gonna get
a free espresso and a complimentary cannoli on the house.
Free! Free! So come on up.
4-letter magic word.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
pushing limits,
seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
It's a gold line. It's a gold line. It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
We are here at the RBC Bloor West Village branch, and I'm here with two of their best mortgage brokers, Keith Joel and Dave Thompson. RBC has been an amazing sponsor of my curling season for about 10 years. And Keith, why is it so important to be involved in the community and sponsor youth sports?
First of all, Stuart, it's been a fantastic 10 years. I'm so happy to be involved, and so is RBC. We enjoy being out there, meeting all the curlers, and having a lot of fun along the way. So thanks for that.
I just want to say I'm with you. I'm a big supporter of the community, and I just want to let everyone know all my mortgages with RBC, all my accounts are with RBC. It's an amazing bank. These are great mortgage brokers. So look, go to rbc.com and come into the Bloor West Village branch and visit these great guys.
Okay. I think speed's good here.
And we're back here at the High Park Club in the fourth end. Mooibroek blanking to keep hammer, and Jeong putting up a nice center guard here. And of course, we're playing with the no-tick roll.
What's the hair light? Yeah, it's gotta go. Gotta go.
Let me in.
Oh. Yep. Okay.
Team Mooibroek coming around that center guard.
Fuck. Shoot.
Sitting right on the tee line. Maybe a third of the rock poking out for Team Jeong.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. And then I Scott and Sam both saying, go. I'm like, all right, I'll sweep it. I'll take orders, I'll sweep. Yeah, let's go. No, it's not. I'll sweep that to back four. I don't care at this point.
We shout out the bar at the High Park Curling Club. Guinness is tasting delicious
That came
today.
up top 8.
Yeah, and they're putting in a lot of work. Lots of people out here watching the games and keeping them hydrated. A nice little drawdown here, a little tap for some separation.
Nicely behind cover.
Honestly, yeah, maybe just a pinch. It's close though.
And with the texturing of the rocks, we're going to see a lot, a bit of curl, a bit more curl here than yesterday.
Very much the same.
and
Still running.
hoping that comes in and tucks onto that yellow, maybe get a bit of a
You got a little bit of room.
here.
Running, tracking.
A little bit of room.
You're off. Oh. Yep.
Still room.
Yep. Oh. Yep. 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 Yep.
All right, Scott.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Pretty good.
Yeah, good, Nate.
Maybe a hair lighter than they wanted, but overall great communication by Team Mooibroek. Managing that rock down to the 4 foot. Right behind cover.
Cailey, I think we're going to play a bit of a game now. So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to give you 3 statements. 2 are true and 1 is a lie.
One of my favorite games, Kai.
Yeah. And it's all going to be about High Park.
Ooh.
First truth, the High Park Clubhouse, founded in 1911, was when it was first built.
Okay.
Second truth, I'm not actually telling you that one's true. But
No, I know you're giving me options here.
giving you options.
You're testing my knowledge of my home club.
Second one, the original 2 colors of the rocks at the High Park Club were purple and yellow.
Just queue up another one.
And the third is British singer-songwriter Seoul has been here and played tennis.
Seal?
Yeah.
Is the lie that Seal's British? Because I feel like I didn't know he was.
That is not the lie. That is a true statement.
Wow.
Little soft.
Changes everything for me.
Line's good.
I mean, I'm going to guess that the lie is purple and yellow rocks because while I agree that would be delightful, I don't know that I've ever seen purple rocks in play before.
Yep. You nailed it.
Wow. Good one, Kev.
Yeah. And for those at home,
Okay.
High Park, I think, has the only 2 grass tennis courts east of BC.
Ooh, full of facts, Kev.
Yeah. We also have a great pickleball course that coming in this summer when the ice is out. Really livens up the place.
Absolutely.
Right.
Place to be.
Now, you got to sit here looking at all these rocks stacked and wondering what you're going to do. And I think one of the things that these skips are pretty good at is changing things up. And I think we're going to see a lot of potentially granite flying. Making a decision on when to remove those rocks is important here. Because if you're Jeong, you're in a bit of a tough spot. If you come down on that blue and tap it back into that yellow, you might be able
As much as
to.
you possibly can. Right?
So I think here they're looking to put a freeze here and just have another yellow in the house so that if it does come back and hit the.
Okay, then we stick them both. I think with 3/4 though, that middle, the blue.
Then you hit the yellow. You got to. You want to avoid some separation here, but you want to make sure that they can't drive that blue back into that yellow and keep the score.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so while this draw comes in, we'll give you a little bit of a score update on the other sheet. So as Blair had previously mentioned, sheet 5 was supposed to be Krista McCarville versus Madeline DuPont, and Team DuPont has elected to give the loss. So right now, I believe that's Team McCarville over there, Team Northern Ontario, if you're a big fan of the Scotties, and I think they're just throwing some practice rocks, making sure they're looking sharp for the rest of the games later this weekend. On sheet number 1, we have Haley Armstrong versus Carly Howard. They're in the third end, and we have Team Armstrong currently up 7-0, taking 3 in the first end and 4 in the second end. We have on sheet number 4, we have Team Kitzawa from Japan versus Team Burns from Sudbury, Ontario.
It was very hard.
Currently, the score is 2 in favor of Kitzawa versus Burns, who has the hammer in end 3. It's 2-1
Good stuff
for Team Kitzawa.
Wrangles are junk.
Yep.
And finally, on sheet 3, we have Laurie St. George out of Montreal, Quebec, playing Shelley Hardy out of Sarnia, Ontario. Currently tied 1-1 with Team St. George with the hammer and in at number 3.
Maybe make that one.
Oh, just kidding. We've got a score update. Looks like Team St. George has just gone up 4-1. Looks like they scored 3 in the third end. So we see them playing the fourth end right now.
I like nose and ours if we can in like back 12.
And of course, Team Korea putting up a guard here after Mooibroek removed all of the cover that was sitting in front of the house.
Yeah, gotta get the nose.
Boom, boom, boom.
You know, the tricky part when you have all those rocks in the house is, you know, getting that multiple score. Because while you can't score without rocks in the house, when you have a lot of rocks in the house, it makes it hard to score a lot of points.
That's a good point, Kev.
Back 12, guys.
So what's the call here, Kev? Are we going to see Team Mooibroek smash some granite, do you think?
You know, I don't think so. I think they're going to want to get into here. I think they're going to look to tap that blue, maybe with like a backline weight.
Yeah, you're right.
Whoa! Whoa! Close!
Clean!
Curl! Curl! Whoa!
Clean! Clean!
Clean!
Straight!
Curl! Whoa!
Clean!
Whoa!
Clean!
Looking nice coming in, catching a good amount of that blue back onto the yellow, but I don't think it's enough to get Mooibroek's shot here.
Are we shot? Let's pick that.
And I think Jeong's going to elect to put up a guard here and try and make it difficult to remove that yellow sitting just biting the back four.
Better. It's way better.
It is.
Trying to protect his shot rock. By the looks of it.
I mean, I don't know what that does. Like, we'll see. It's better, but we got work to do.
Good sweeping here. You want to bring that a little bit over, narrow that gap with the top yellow, and textbook guard here, creating a long path for that run back.
They're running something or he's going right here.
Beautiful shot by ByeongJin Jeong.
Well, I don't love the double peel. I was thinking this with like control and just try to double stick them.
Or like this one high.
It's a better leave if we run this one.
Okay.
Like it's not a great leave if we make this. He has an easy blue double then.
Yeah,
probably
playing over the top. I like this.
Like, I guess there'll be still a wall, but we need a good lineup for that to work.
It's
good with
you know, it's always interesting when you're looking at a shot. Some people may prefer the draw here, but we definitely heard Ryan say that he did not like the draw there, I believe.
I like this one.
And sometimes you got to throw what you're confident with. We got a bit of a house party here. Team Mooibroek discussing what they want to do.
Yep.
And again, that's the benefit of not having a time clock. There's no pressure to make that decision.
We got to run it.
Yeah.
We can't leave him this, so we're never scoring.
Like a heavy control?
Yeah. Same as I threw in my blank.
Yeah.
7/8, 3/4.
Like it shouldn't do too much.
No, mine didn't go crazy.
So Team Mooibroek, I think, electing to hit the guard here, Kev? Was that the call?
Yeah, I think so. Or no, maybe they're looking to try and hit the gap there. I know from this angle, if you're looking at it at the ice level, it looks pretty narrow. But that one yellow on the right is significantly high. And with curl, you could probably get down to that back blue and tap it. So let's see what they settled on here with a shot. And it could be a great shot. So I hope whoever's on the replay button has their finger nearby.
Yep.
Whoa!
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 Curl! Clean! Straight!
Straight!
Whoa!
Straight!
Whoa!
looking to directionally sweep that rock, running it back just over, but opening up the house. However, that blue landed in a spot where if Jeong puts up a guard here, it eliminates some of those paths to get to the 4-foot.
Yep.
And you got to wonder what you do here, whether you leave your opponent a similar type shot or change up the geometry a little bit.
Oh my god. Stop curling.
So bad.
Good throw.
Take this moment to shout out our sponsors once again. Our premier sponsor, Stu Sells Realty Team by Stuart Sankey. Close Concepts Electrical by Carl Close. Tommy Gunn's Original Barbershop by Patrick Morris. And Keith Joel Mortgage Brokers, Keith Joel.
Good news is it probably took away his...
Should also mention that each team has the ability to do one timeout where they bring out a coach or an alternate where they can discuss the shot, I believe, for 60 seconds or something along those lines. But we haven't seen it used yet, and there's still a lot of meat left on the bones for this game.
At least 1, 2 if we're not shot. I can't really do anything about it.
So are we going to see another guard here, Kevin?
I think so.
Sure. But it is always the shot.
Depending on how this yellow ends up.
It's not going nuts over here, right?
Looking to bring it over a little bit more, narrow that gap a bit, and just be on the edge of center line. That gap's a bit more narrow, so it makes it a little bit harder to come over and across. So I think Mooibroek's going to go for the draw here. You know, I always prefer to throw draws that do have a bit of backing, but that's mostly because I'm heavy most of the time, Kelly. I'm sure you've seen that in our games.
Yeah, I try to make sure we score.
Kev's being modest.
You have to
He's
be
a
on
pretty
there.
good curler.
There's a pretty good path to the 4-foot here. That's a pretty big port. And I think if I'm Mooibroek, I'm also throwing this draw all day.
Doesn't hurt to hone in your draw weight early in the game as well if you're Mooibroek.
Hey, line's good, guys.
Line's good.
Line's real nice.
Seem to be happy with the line here.
Running good, guys. Running.
Line's
Running.
good.
Okay, line's good now.
I think we might see them start to hammer it, get a bit more movement out of this.
Scott's rocks.
Tuck it in.
Scott's rocks.
Get shot.
Yep. Hard.
Oh, are they going to be able to park it right on Stu's nose here?
Oh, I think a little comes up a little bit light.
You know, that's not the worst. It does take away the draw path for Jeong to stick a second in there. But I think we're going to see them throw up another guard here, a little bit deeper than the one they just threw, just to take away the tap from Team Mooibroek. I think on the next shot, but from Mooibroek, you might see a bit of granite move.
I just throw
But Jeong is doing their objective or what they need to do without hammer and try and steal one here. A little bit of discussion, it looks like, on where guard placement is. Kelly, if you're throwing this shot, where do you want that guard to end up?
Yeah, I like what they're calling here, which is just to the top of the 12-foot, making sure they protect that tap back that Mooibroek might be looking to throw in their last shot. So this is more of a defensive call, Kev. But they're looking at it.
I think this is where you might, I think on our next shot, we might see them bust out the protractors and measure a couple angles.
Can't wait. Been waiting for the protractors to be busted out.
Yeah.
Very underutilized piece of equipment in a curling match. I personally never leave home without mine.
My grade 7 math teacher would agree.
Do this with me, you can run something to this spot too.
Wow, the tough part is, though, Ryan, you hit it on the wrong angle to steal it too.
I think it's really hard for that 3 to go.
Here's the final stone from Team Jeong. Calling for the guard, protecting the run back, looking to protect the run back.
Yeah.
A steal of 1?
Take away the tap as well. A well-placed guard here could spell a lot of trouble. for Mooibroek and be a bit of a pain in the butt. Well, a little tap here, but I think it does the job.
Yeah, I think so
but
too.
It does leave potentially a run back here to promote some of those blues, whether it's yellow, blue, blue, or yellow, blue to the button. The tricky part, and I always hate running the opponent's rocks into the house. But I always rather prefer to have a blue rock or my own rock going into the house.
Yeah, it'll depend how aggressive Mooibroek wants to get at this point in the game.
Yeah, and it's important to remember you're also playing the scoreboard. Jeong only up by 1 in the 4th here.
Though, because if you run anything into here, it goes like that. Very bad.
Yeah. Now, in the back of the house there, those back 4, who do you think is third shot here? Is that a yellow or is that a blue for third shot? We can kind of see it a bit in the overhead from the cam. I'm trying to stand here in the skybox and look down, but it's hard to tell from this angle.
It's tricky to say from the angle that we're at.
Yeah, I
might guess a blue.
I think Mooibroek might think that it's yellow, just from the discussion there on the dangers of this run back. Of course, if you hit that outside blue into the blue that is in the top 4 with too much weight, you're potentially splitting them out. Yeah, and it does sound like they think that yellow is first shot and third shot here.
They're high with control.
I think we're going to see, if this shot gets made, it's definitely going to get a replay.
Are we going yellow, blue, blue here, Kevin?
I think we're going yellow, blue. I don't know if we're going to go yellow, blue, blue.
All right. Let's see.
I could be wrong, though.
Final stone from Team Mooibroek.
In the 4th end. On it a little early for curl. It's shaping up nice. Got to make some contact on that blue. And
a little too high.
Just over. And 1 yellow for Jeong heading into the 5th end, and we're going to cut to break.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Ran good. That ran good.
And we're back in the 5th end. Jeong putting up a guard after a steal of 1 and putting the pressure on Mooibroek in that last end. Just a bit of an update from the other sheets. The Armstrong and Howard game has ended. Armstrong pulling a win, 9-0 over Howard. And a corner guard here from Mooibroek. Now more than ever, this corner guard is going to be really important in terms of placement to help ensure that Mooibroek gets their 2 and really efficiently uses that hammer.
Toss.
You know, I'm going to take some clips of all these teams sweeping because they're sweeping so well, and show it to my team just to make sure that we're on the same page about what sweeping looks like. And that includes myself, because even when I skip, you're obviously sweeping the most important 6 feet of the game.
Absolutely. I'll make sure I do the same with Team Little Rocks.
Close.
And also shout out Team Sharp Women's Wednesday night as well. We're all taking
Starting
notes.
to try now. Still hanging.
So here we have
Hanging out there.
Steele from Team Mooibroek coming around the corner guard, looking for a piece of the 8 foot, it looks like.
Well by, a little control, steering it where they want, getting his weight on that broom over that rock,
Good.
Beautiful.
tucking it away.
Behind cover for sure.
And Jeong's just going to ignore that, but change the draw path on this shot.
Good. Good start.
Nice setup here. Textbook for blue.
I think we like those yellow rocks there. Staggered top 12. Pretty good for us if we get one.
A little discussion on the back about how they're feeling about the house.
Minwoo Kim from Team Jeong coming behind cover, coming behind the center guards.
Oh,
A little bump there.
it was just by that top yellow. I think I heard a little bit of granite rubbing together as they passed.
Just on. It's good for now.
Still pretty decent placement,
Yeah.
I would say. They seem pretty happy with
Just
that
a little cheek, and I think we're going to see Team Mooibroek come down and maybe corner that, maybe try to get behind it, but we'll see here.
Top 4. Don't really want to go yet.
No, it looks
Good communication here.
Yeah.
Calling for line. We've seen both teams struggle a little bit with the movement in the rocks today. And that one really came over and chapped off of that center yellow, and it's going to end up in the top 12.
I know what to do. You're through. I just don't know what to do with it.
Overcurled on them a little bit.
Yeah, but he was all through hack.
Little hit and flop. You got to be hoping, if you're a Jeong, that you also get the double here. That kind of feels like a natural angle for that shot.
Why do you think I did that?
But the primary concern here is just the hit and flop. Give your yellow a bit of cover as well.
Nice. So you've had to sacrifice 3 rocks. I'll just do it. It'll move a little bit further, and we won't burn it. I think we are losing this side a bit though. I think theirs took off.
Team Jeong calling for the curl here. Be a little further outside than they were hoping for.
A little thin. Oof. I think that was a mistake there, and it really changes the setup of the house here.
Yeah,
Top 8.
The tricky part is that yellow on the outside. It may not come into play, but it looks like it might be biting just ever so slightly. But, you know, there's currently 1 blue, so I think Mooibroek's going to take this opportunity now that it's open to, you know, control as much real estate as they can in the 4-foot and the button.
Yeah, got a second one in the house at 2.
Line's okay.
I think,
Line's good.
yeah, there's a little bit of discussion about how they feel about this side of the ice versus the other, so I think they're going to be staying nearby with the brooms. It's coming in pretty heavily.
Needs to curl. Needs to curl.
And they're going to park that just biting
Good
for
spot.
it, looks like.
Good.
Or half
Nice
for.
shot.
Real nice.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah. I think the only way you can get better real estate on the 4-foot is if you called Stu Sells Realty Team.
Yeah.
Always call Stu Sells when you're looking for some good real estate in the house.
Hey, thanks for the feedback there. Like, I thought you threw a nuke. Great, good feedback. That helps a lot. It's a great shot.
just down, almost freezing on that blue.
Yep.
Putting a little pressure on Mooibroek to be able to score.
You'd love to move it, but we got to stay on it.
Hey.
Mooibroek's got to score 2, tie it up, efficiently use that hammer.
You just play the freeze.
Yeah, like top 8. Yeah.
Team Mooibroek calling for the freeze here.
Yeah.
Now you might notice the broom that Ryan Weib is coming out of the hack with. It's a little bit older looking. Some people prefer to come out with that style of broom. Maybe that's how they were taught as the little rock. But that used to be the predominant style of broom, rink rat style. And instead of sort of brushing the ice back and forth like this, it would be slapped across the ice, and it had a very distinctive sound. Now, in most cases, it's just used by some skiffs for delivery, and usually it's taped in some way to make sure that none of the straw bristles fall onto the ice and causing a burn here. It looks like we're potentially trying. It looks like we're trying for a triple here, Kel.
Yeah. We said we were going to see some granite fly, Kev, and I think you might be right.
These are always my favorite shots. You know what they say? Draw for dough, hit for show.
Like, we weren't going around.
I'm here for the show.
As am I. And I'm sure the viewers at home are on the edge of their seat waiting to see this shot get made. And I always prefer seeing it done on the TV or on the screen by someone else than being the skip looking down, having to throw this rock. Even getting rid of 2 blues here is a win for Jeong.
Absolutely.
Great weight.
Here's Vice Jeong Jae Lee. Beautiful shot.
Nice triple, leaving 2 yellow in the house. I think we're going to get a replay out of that.
Yeah, we are.
You're probably about back 4, back 8 in the last one.
If you're on Sweep Dreams, I hope you're paying attention. That's my Sunday Rec team.
Shout out Sweep Dreams.
And it was great how that yellow curled a little bit over. It's always fun to see those rocks curl up the ice after a hit.
Line's pretty good. Line's nice.
Not running is good.
Line's good.
Looks like you gotta go.
Line's really good,
Kev,
boys.
do you think Team Jeong, the yellow
good.
team's sitting 3 at the moment, or 2? There's that one
Hard, Nate.
just
maybe
biting the top 12.
Yeah, it's tricky to tell from the angles. The angle we have head on, hard to tell entirely. From above, it looks like there's some overhang, but tough to tell, can't be sure. I think, or sorry, you can only pull out the measuring stick at the end of the game unless it's a challenge to like the tick zone and whether that rock is sitting in the house or not. But generally speaking here, you know, they could be sitting 3, or sorry, it could be 3 yellows in the house, and that's what I'd be inclined to think.
Yeah.
But that was a great shot, limiting some of the scoring potential for Jeong by parking that blue right next to the yellow. I think we're going to get, we might see a little bump here, but Jeong's going to go for 4 foot, I think, on the outside around these yellows.
Really putting the pressure on Team Mooibroek right now.
Now, Kels, is there a world where you throw a hit on that blue just to remove it?
It's a good question, Kev. I mean, I guess Team Jeong thinking that it's more important to have something in tighter to the button to really own that real estate and really make it difficult for Mooibroek to get a rock in there any closer. So I think he's feeling pretty confident in his draws. The team likes that one.
Yeah, it's staggered. So even if you did hit it with some weight, you're probably losing your shot.
Yeah.
I think you could probably come down on this with the amount of curl we're seeing, probably with something closer to hack and back line and maybe tuck yourself in. But I think we're going to see a draw or a little tap here on that blue. Either way, great shots, high precision, but Jeong is turning up the pressure in this game.
Absolutely.
It's not bad, actually.
With like back 4, try to nose it.
Yeah. Can I get a shot?
Ideally. I think that's part of the shot.
Are we playing it to like kiss this 5?
Yeah, they were in the nose. Like back 8 on the nose, have this squish to here and hope the double.
And hope you've got this lined up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back 8 on the nose.
Yeah, back 8 right on the nose. Okay, good call. Yeah.
Pretty quick, eh? Quick on this side? Like I got 16-2 on Ryan. Like it seems okay.
16-2, of course, referring the hog-to-hog time here. Sometimes you'll hear the teams talking about those numbers. They're just using it as a way to compare and understand what the ice is running like, so that if you're coming into throwing a rock a little later in that end, as you would as the skip, you have a sense of what to aim for. Great information to have if you can get it. Go to the hack, down low, good release, great rotation. And with the rocks being textured, rotation is key.
Clean, curl. Easy. Clean. Whoa, curl. Whoa, straight.
Coming over,
Straight.
just past the yellows, and a little tap, but it caught that back yellow with that movement.
Some late movement from that rock that I think took Team Mooibroek a little bit by surprise.
And I think Jeong's talking about the guard here. Because if you come down and double, it's not a great angle. You're sending that blue potentially back into the yellow, but I think here I'm trying the double. If you lose one yellow, you pop another. You're really turning up the pressure and limiting the scoring opportunity here for Mooibroek. The downside to that, of course, is somehow you end up promoting the blue into the 4. What are you calling here, Kels?
It's a good question. I think they're looking at the hit and stick on the blue in the top 8 potentially, maybe a little flop over on top.
Oh,
half rock and so on side.
Actually, not 100% sure what the call is.
Is
that what it is?
I think they're looking to maybe put up a guard here, like come down a little heavy, put in a guard. Oh, yeah, I think they're going to go for a guard on those blues. Try to take away the tap here. A well-placed blue kind of straddling both those rocks does that. It makes the scoring opportunity for Mooibroek pretty hard here.
Yep.
Looked like he asked for a little bit more ice. It's not a lot of ice for a guard, but maybe he's looking to kind of tuck one in there on the corner.
Might be the call.
Here's the final stone for Team Jeong of Korea. All right, Kev, it looks like it is the guard. Looking to guard those.
They're going to have to be careful with the overcurl here. Once you get over that line, of course, the pebble is a bit like a hill with the peak in the middle. So once it gets over, it really tends to move here.
Yeah. Well, I think they'll be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, pretty good placement.
Definitely making it difficult for Team Mooibroek to promote any of their rocks.
You're right.
I think potentially we might see a heater down the middle here into the edge of the blue and kind of pop out one of those scoring rocks. Or because, hitting 4 yellows and trying to spill them all, while a mighty shot, I think is the degree of difficulty is pretty high.
I think you're right, Kev. I think we're going to see blue to yellow.
Center line shots, as I said before, are a little bit tricky. They do tend to move once you get over the center. So I think we're going to see the sweepers on this too.
Whoa.
here a little bit.
Curl.
Oh, great shot. And, tough to tell from above. At least one for Mooibroek.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And to be determined if we're going to see a measure here. But great shot from Mooibroek.
Really great. We got the replay here.
And after this replay, we're likely going to cut to break. Now's a good time to leave the edge of your seats, get your snacks, go to the bathroom, maybe see your family for dinner, and come on back and join us on the stream.
Probably don't.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series. But you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Get the center line at least, Ryan.
And we're back in the sixth end here after Mooibroek took one. They're hoping for two, seeing a little more movement, but a little bit of kind of curl back kept Jeong's rock from, or kept Mooibroek from getting two there.
So, Kev, we've had some questions on our YouTube channel about what's going on with the McCarville-DuPont game. So just to give everyone a quick update, Team DuPont forfeited the game today. So Krista McCarville gets the win.
And we up here in the skybox don't have a specific reason, but we will give you any information that we can if we do get it.
Stop it.
But we're seeing some dynamic games as well across the other sheets. And just a reminder, you're seeing this world-class curling at the High Park Club, at the Stu Sells Toronto Tankard. Thank you so much to our wonderful sponsors, Stu Sells Realty Team, Stu Sankey, Close Concepts Electrical, Carl Close, Tommy Gunn's Original Barbershop, Patrick Morris, Keith Joel Mortgage Brokers by Keith Joel.
It's not bad.
Keep going if you're okay.
We'll give a little update on some of the other sheets in play at the moment. So we have a decision on sheet one. So as a reminder to our viewers, that was Haley Armstrong versus Carly Howard on sheet one. Team Armstrong took the win there with a score of 9-0 after 3 ends.
I think
on sheet three, we have a wonderful game going on right now. We got Laurie St. George out of Quebec versus Shelley Hardy.
Just that one
curling out of Sarnia, Ontario. Currently in the 5th end with St. George with the hammer, and the score is 4-3 in favor of St. George.
And Kelly, I just got some information that on DuPont's team, 3 of the players were a bit under the weather or fell ill, so they withdrew from that game.
Thanks for the update, Kev. And then a quick update as well on sheet 4. We have Kitzawa from Japan versus Krista Burns from Sudbury, Northern Ontario. And it's a good back and forth game going on. The score right now is 5-2 in favor of Kitzawa from Japan. Currently Krista Burns with the hammer in the 5th end.
And of course, we have another game at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time tonight.
Clean. No, you're cleaning this for sure.
If you're looking for something to do on your long weekend,
After you're coming out of your turkey coma.
Yeah, step 1, turkey coma. Step 2, come on down to the High Park Curling Club and watch some great live curling. We've had some really great back and forth games here.
Or if you're putting on your stretchy pants after eating a copious amount of turkey and you're watching at home, stay tuned to the stream for that game tonight.
Do we have Kevin Hogan on the call at 9:30?
I will be commentating again at 9:30. Who my partner will be is to be determined at the moment. But there'll be tons of thrills, hopefully very few spills, and excellent curling. So now that it's the 6th rock, I think we're going to see Jeong peel this. As a reminder, we are playing with the no-tick rule, which means until the 6th, or until after the 5th rock, no rock can be moved, removed, moved, or shifted from the center line. Great movement here, adjusting the angles, and Mooibroek's going to put up a guard here. You know, we're running out of ends real quick here, and while the protocol for this tournament is a full extra end, I gotta imagine if you're Mooibroek, you're looking at how you make sure to secure your one this end, potentially score 2, and even the score against Jeong.
Really running.
Yeah, both teams definitely looking to score in the 6th end.
Take it 1-2.
Needs to curl.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, didn't quite get the curl they were hoping for on that guard.
Yeah, I'll take up. Just light. Light and positive in a dead straight spot. Yeah. Like, I just don't know what's wrong. No, positive in that, and you got it right in that one spot that
it's
runs
slow
dead.
though.
Right, 2 inches wide and 2 inches tighter, you're fine.
8 feet slower.
Just right in the drop.
We have Team Jeong, I think, looking to play a bit of a tap back here.
Oh, cleaning house it looks like, and setting up a nice 3 rocks in the house here for Jeong. What a great shot.
Mooibroek blue stone, beautiful. Oh, we got the replay.
Straight to replay.
Oh, this is always there.
That's how I know it's always a good shot.
Hey, same.
Time to peel it.
For those taking notes at home, now would be the time to bust out the pen, bust out the paper, draw some diagrams.
We just go here, but
that was my first thought, but whatever. Like.
And what's nice is you got one yellow nicely behind cover, kind of that other one higher up, and only the outside on the other yellow behind the blue exposed.
Like this.
Definitely upping the pressure here.
Set,
Kelly, what do you call here? It's Sunday afternoon. You're playing my team. We just make an incredible shot for some unknown reason.
As you always do, Kev.
Yeah, I think that might have been Anna's rock that would have been making that shot. Maybe it was Michael. But
no, that's Michael. That was your second.
Yeah. The
I'm fine with that.
The superstar from Saskatchewan. Where do you put this rock?
Well, I like the call. I like the call here, coming in on the left-hand side.
Tuck it onto the corner of that 1 into 4.
Yep. I mean, with Team Jeong currently sitting 3 behind 2 corner guards. I think you're going to have to start playing tighter into the button a little bit, maybe than you wanted to.
Like, it's similar to my tap pass, not really set.
Yeah, I like the draw down here. Get onto that yellow, weld it on real tight, hope that it doesn't go anywhere and it's there for the whole ride.
Guard for your life.
Yeah, gotta cut them down a little bit. It's always daunting to look down at the house and not see your rocks in the house at all at this point of the game.
Yeah, and I think if you're Team Mooibroek, you're going to have to start taking some chances here.
It's curling.
It's still only 1 up, but you're right. There's not a lot of ends left, and in this 6th end, there's not a ton of rocks left either as we're just seeing the first rocks of Vice coming up. I think a little bit more separation than what they wanted, but it is a good angle here because any way that Jeong hits that on the inside to try and get to the forefoot, it's going to jam on that yellow. And I don't think they can come down the other side around that guard on the outside, skinnying the yellow. That would be a tremendously hard shot, but they're going to talk about it.
So that was more than a second.
I think we're going to see a slash here.
Which I think
At least that's what, ByeongJin is signaling here, at least to my untrained eyes.
And that's with a kill. But I got 15-8 on your first one last time, and I got 16-2.
Yep, they're talking about that, or they're talking about
like draw to the button slow.
Maybe a hit and roll over.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be
Probably similar, like,
drawing
Arc game almost, or
undercover on the other side as well.
Last time we got So boys, we're down. We just stay in this game, make them draw, dude. Like this sucks.
I think I'm okay. Tied to that in the last end. It's like a draw on the 8 plus 50
Yeah,
right now.
Like let's sneak this game away. Like the ice isn't great. Let's fight through it and let's make them make some hard shots.
Do a beer here for Nate? Oh, yeah, Nate, do it for the beer. The Japan Super Dry.
Hey, listen, I'm also doing it for the super dry.
In-turn wrap. Yeah.
Now, if you're
I think so.
Yeah, in-turn wrap.
Oh, we're looking at running back the guard.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I like sitting too.
Check.
If you ever decide
Check the lines.
like quick, and just like kills all.
Do you think we're going to see a timeout call here?
Yeah.
Seems like they're in the hack and setting up, but it's never too late to call that timeout. Interesting.
Like that's a really.
Did you see this coming, Kel?
I didn't see this coming.
Right, and it's
call is
yeah.
To promote that guard. Come off their other yellow and stick it behind cover behind the blue guard. Is that the call, Kev?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's run this yellow back, catch a little bit of either catch that blue full, or even if you run it back and it hits the inside of that blue and rolls across, that's great, even if you lose your yellow. Tough to see from up here in the skybox. Jumped out of the way, and I think...
Here we go. And they get the hit, and right behind the blue is called.
I think we can wrap that real good now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me tons of ice.
I thought they were looking to call that yellow back onto the blue. And I'm probably wrong. I often am. But it looks like, Mooibroek is not upset with that outcome, and they're potentially going to look at putting a blue on the other side of the floor,
This side's gonna go crazy.
making it difficult for Jeong to remove both rocks.
My intern usually doesn't run quite as good as my other. So
A little discussion here with the front end sweepers, just to make sure everyone's on the same page, because if everyone knows what the goal is, it's a lot easier to get there as a team.
I got close.
Vice Ryan Weeb.
Line's pretty good.
Line.
Line's fine. Line
With
is
his
good.
second.
Room. Lot of room.
Curl.
Got a curl.
Coming in. Good talk.
Let's go. It is walking. Hard, Nate. Hard, Nate. Keep going, Nate.
Looking to bring it in. You really got to tuck this.
Good shoot.
It's pretty even with the other blue. There is a slight chance you come off that blue into the yellow or into the other blue if you're throwing a double, but I don't think that's what we're looking for here. I think we're looking for a hit here, possibly like losing that blue, possibly losing the back yellow, and having the shooter stick in the forefoot.
Not bad right now.
Either way, again, granite's going to fly.
Yeah,
I'd love to see it.
I love the call though.
Team Korea firing away here.
I don't like
Great weight.
Yeah.
ByeongJin Jeong with his first. Then he gets it to go. Team's happy with that.
Pressure's building here. Four yellow in the house, one blue, one lone blue. And Mooibroek doesn't have hammer, adding to complexity of this end.
If you're Team Mooibroek, you're looking at 4 yellows sitting in the house, and you might be getting a little nervous, Kev. What do you do here?
if it were me here, I might,
Sticks there.
you know,
It's like
I might look to come down and either hit hit the yellow on the right and maybe roll in front of the yellow in the 4-foot,
right, like
or you weld one and try and anchor it on top of that yellow in the 4 and hope to tap it out later. But it looks like
you can't rip it this way. Like even if he does this, like that's not good for him because it doesn't go that way now. And then he makes it this way.
little strategy talk here.
He sits right there. We sit right
Figuring
there.
out the best plan of attack. That high blue is helping, but it's also a little bit of a hindrance here.
3/4 high, like on this side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they're not timing out terrible. Like how hard did you throw it?
Not that.
First skips
hard.
rock in the 6th end,
I would
back
say
towards the
compared to,
glass.
like, start of the game, probably.
I can't see downstairs in the gallery
but nothing like
looking in, but I imagine everyone's in the seats behind the glass, waiting for the shot, because it will have an important impact on this game.
Watch out, the ice is slippery.
Good advice for everyone joining curling that the ice is in fact slippery. Although, of course, they mean that not in the literal sense, but when it comes to throwing and releasing the rock.
Here's the first for Mooibroek.
Good.
Seems happy with the release.
Running.
It'll go.
Running. Running.
It's
Try to make it
moving.
curl a little bit here.
Yeah, I think they're looking to tuck it in on top of that blue.
Line's really close.
You don't want to leave too much exposed. You want to get it right on top, tuck it in behind those. No separation.
Good.
Beautiful shot. Textbook freeze here. And I think we're going to see Jeong come down, maybe with a little bit of weight, try to separate it, and put something else in the 4.
Good shot.
I ran really well. I thought I was really light.
I thought you were light.
Yeah.
I thought they were calling like back 8 the whole.
No, but both Nate and I on release. I was worried I didn't throw it very hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I did not slide hard on that.
Yeah. It's not getting that slow. I find this side's a little slow right now, but
yeah, that's better up there. Like if it runs out wide, it's pretty good. Just you start in the
it's a
middle.
great shot. Like if he just clips the top and just pushes it up a bit.
We need a miracle, but yeah.
Yeah.
Coming out of the hat confidently here.
Oh, he's playing this. I thought he was playing the in off.
Looks like he's going to freeze it on those two. Create a bit of separation.
Give him a little tap, I think.
Yeah. Pop that blue out the back.
And he does.
Possibly setting Jeong up here for a big end.
It's one to go away.
Yeah.
There's no score.
The tricky part here is,
that is the best shot.
Mooibroek wants to make sure they get their 1 here. They're
Roll it
currently
out.
sitting 1, but there's a few pathways for Jeong to get a rock into scoring position here.
It's hard to get to know.
Tough to tell. Do you think the yellow or blue is shot
I know,
currently?
but like
I think blue is shot here. I think Mooibroek's shot.
Yes.
For Mooibroek, you got to be a little worried about setting up a 5 or a 6 here. So probably try to make one of Jeong's rocks go away at least. And then try to provide a little bit of cover for your shot stone.
You know, like his came up hard, but they were carving it.
I mean, presuming it is shot stone. That's the way it looks
Yeah,
to me, Kev.
I think we're probably going to see a good control, maybe like hack weight here.
Hit and flop.
Hit the yellow and flop on top of your blue. Because if you're anchored there, it makes it really hard for Jeong to get more than 2. Unless you throw a tremendous shot, especially with all the cover that's there. I'd be a bit worried about the yellow on the left if this does happen. Mooibroek coming out of the hat confidently. Good release.
Close. Clean.
Making sure the sweepers are in tight. not jumping the rock. And we're going to see them get on it because we're seeing some movement out of the stone. And this could be a bit of trouble here. Hits nicely, sits on it.
Good. Beautiful shot.
Making it hard for Jeong to get more than one here because you're going to have to hit that blue to make two happen. But because of the way that it's stacked, great defensive play.
He's looking at it.
Just a hair over it. So close.
Not bad.
So close.
Yeah.
1 inch less.
Potentially there's, you come down, you hit it a little thin, and you squirt the top blue out the side, the back blue out the back, and you use your yellow in the 4 as a bit of a catcher for your rock. But, tough shot. It's easy to talk about, even tougher to throw. And again, that's why we're seeing some world-class curlers here.
They're glued, aren't they?
Pretty glued.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. This could be the game ender right here if they can make those two blue disappear, but that's a pretty tricky shot.
Good pair. Real nice pair.
Yeah, we made a good last 4 there to stay in this game.
Somehow we did. They had to freeze, they had to draw, they had to freeze, they had to hit.
4 suicide shots.
Room's
This
down.
ends a little bit scary.
Looks like they're going for it.
I mean, it's any 4 of those.
Not a ton of weight here, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Looked like he asked for maybe a little bit of a broom adjustment on the way down as he's looking back. Sometimes your perspective obviously changes when you get down to the hack. So making some small adjustments is sometimes done.
We have to steal an
But potentially a big end here. Let's see what happens.
Then we get 3.
Yeah.
Not an easy path, but this is last rock in the 6th end. Heading towards the glass at the High Park Club. And it looks like it's just one for Team Jeong as we head into the 7th, and we are going to cut to break.
Hey, all you curling fans sitting at home watching the Stu Sells Toronto Tankard here at StuCurls.com. Look, High Park's just down the road. We're here in the Junction. If you bring the map card with you, come to Caribou Gifts and start your Christmas shopping early and get some great gifts for the family.
Hi, I'm Carl Kloss and I'm the owner of Kloss Concepts. We're an electrical contractor operating in the GTA and Muskoka areas. Kloss Concepts is the proud title sponsor of the Toronto Tankard Series. We would like to wish everybody good luck and happy curling.
What does it say super dry taste like? Let me show you. It's tradition reimagined. Refreshing. Old, yet new. I'm one of a kind. Also, it's super dry. Asahi Super Dry. Beyond expected.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
And we're back in the 7th end, and I think Kelly's going to give us a bit of an update from around the horn as we see a nice center guard here from Team Jeong.
Yes. All right, so on sheet 1, we had Team Hailey Armstrong versus Team Carly Howard, both curling out of Toronto, Ontario.
High Park specifically for Team Armstrong.
Absolutely. Super proud of Team Armstrong. Team Armstrong got the win there after 3 ends, score of 9-0. On sheet 2, obviously that's our feature sheet, so we'll get back to that one shortly. On sheet 3, we have Laurie St. George out of Curling out of Montreal, Quebec versus Team Shelley Hardy out of Sarnia, Ontario. That's a very close game right now. So score of 5-3 after 5 ends. We have Team Hardy with the hammer in 6, so we'll see what happens there. On sheet 4, we have Team Kitazawa from Nagano, Japan versus Team Burns from Sudbury, Ontario. That one's score 5-3 in favor of Kitazawa, and they have the hammer in 6. And on sheet 5, we had Team Krista McCarville planning to play Team Madeline DuPont from Denmark. Unfortunately, the team from Denmark, we had some players that were sick today, so they unfortunately had to forfeit that game, and Krista McCarville will take the default win on sheet number 5.
Now, Cailey, we were chatting a bit during our brief commercial break, and I'll ask you the same question I've asked all of my co-commentators throughout this run as we're approaching near the end.
Was it about Seal being British?
No, I think we established that you were unfamiliar with that fact, and I only found out when I Googled it. But the real question here is, going into the 8th, or as you go into the 8th end, would you prefer to be down 1 with hammer or up 1 without?
I think I'd prefer to be up 1 without guarding for my life, Kev. Trying to pop something into the forefoot and trying to protect that for the rest of the end.
No.
What about you, Kev?
I'm a big, up 1 without, and leave the high pressure shot to the other skip to get that too.
I'm with you.
Now we're seeing a pretty textbook end here. Center guard, center rock in the rings, corner guard, rock in the wings. And Jeong coming down on that blue, of course, to make it more difficult for Mooibroek to score 2.
And Kev, we were talking at the break a little bit about the last end. And we were, before the final shot, you and I were reflecting on whether or not we thought Jeong was going to try to throw a game ender and throw a big takeout, try to remove both of Mooibroek's blue rocks in there. What we saw instead was a little bit more of a, call it like a conservative approach.
A finesse shot. I think it was a good defensive call. You're already up 1. You got hammer, so you take 1, and you don't necessarily run the same risks of, say, accidentally giving the other team 1, which would tie. And it is a pretty hard shot when all things are really tight, as Mooibroek was able to achieve with that flop on the yellow. Those 2 blues were pretty tight, so it would be a really thin, high-power hit to maximize your scoring potential there. Yeah. I think they're just looking to put on the pressure, stay consistent, and make higher percentage shots.
I think you're right, Kevin. I think that's a good indication of why we're in the booth rather than on the ice today.
For sure. Although, I do sometimes look to my vices when I'm skipping. And I will say, but this is what the fans in the stands would want when I'm looking at those low probability shots. And I do like to deliver that for the fans, but they usually talk me down to something a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah. That's what vices are always doing, hey?
Yeah. I think we usually get one person kind of straggling, looking at our games. Usually someone's kid on Sundays afternoons.
Shout out Mitch's kid, who's usually there. Louis.
And all the other great junior and bantam and Little Rock curlers here at the High Park. We have a great program, so I have no doubt in future iterations of the Tankard we'll see more and more High Park teams. On it early, looking for some curl. Really got to get in there and make sure that your stone's hard to remove here. Trying to determine who's second shot here. Cailey, I'll ask you again, who do you think's second? Who do you think's third?
Honestly, Kev, I think I've been incorrect about every single one of these that I've called. To me, it looks like the blue in the top 8 might be second shot, but I'm not sure we have the perfect angle on this. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I think it might be the yellow. It may be the angle. A little tough call. Everyone at home, just yell at your TV, yell at your screen. I'm sure we'll hear it.
Let us know in the comments. Who do you think is right, Kev or Kelly? Mostly Kev. I would bet on Kev, honestly.
I don't know. I think our camera angle from the top here isn't giving us some good justice.
We might be able to like
Because the calf was on.
And just a little shout out to our helper Ben,
Making sure we're hydrated, bringing us the Guinness.
and making sure that we're asking the hard questions that the chat wants to know.
Yeah. Let Ben know in the chat if there's anything you want to know. Lots of people asking what's going on with Team McCarville, so trying to update you all and let you know Team McCarville got the default win. Unfortunately, her opponent Madeline DuPont, the team came down with some illness today. Yeah, they're feeling under the weather. So Krista McCarville getting the W on sheet number 5.
Like, I mean,
Nice.
probably doesn't get.
Probably looking to take away the path here. Some good sweeping. Looking to direct it. Carve that rock, but not too much. We don't need another broom gate or brush gate or whatever you want to call it.
trying to tap the great.
Yeah.
For those
I'm not
viewers who
throwing-
haven't yet listened to the Broomgate podcast,
Yeah.
you got to get on it.
Even in ours,
Big-
it's fun, right?
Big High Park Curling Club episode number 4 in Broomgate.
Yeah.
Hack weight.
You know, we have our points in history where
And then it opens.
we're mentioned being a storied club, 113 years old this year.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
1911. Kev told me that in his 2 Truths and a Lie earlier in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I'm worried it might be a little.
We're going to let you hear a little chatter from the team as they discuss the shot.
You guys go firm hack. Can we hit?
As long as it's in the rings, it's a good shot.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I always like a little bit of grace when making a shot as to what is considered good and anything in the rings.
And Team Mooibroek talking about how they wanted to stick around in the rings here.
What?
Hard.
Close.
Yes.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Yep. Easy.
Great pop over.
Both under. Great shot.
There we go. Just poking out on both sides.
They're definitely happy with that one, Kev.
Yeah. There's kind of a nice, if you're able to get around that yellow with some weight, you might be able to promote that blue nicely, send that yellow back, and then roll over onto the yellow if you're Mooibroek. But Team Jeong is, of course, up now, and I think they're going to look at sending a run back, maybe looking for the double on those blues. Tricky shot. There's a little bit of overlap. It looks like from our angle, or maybe not quite on those yellow rocks, but definitely not a lot of room for error if you overcurl. Of course, there's always a risk of a jam here or removing some yellow, but up to, you're probably playing the scoreboard a bit, and if you lose one yellow, probably not a huge deal. And again, huge thank you to the High Park staff and the volunteers for making sure that this event runs well.
So we're going to see some granite fly here, as you say, Kev. Coming out of the hack with some speed is Kim.
It's moving.
Moving a lot.
Oh, let's see what happens here. Well, opens things up a little bit. Gives blue the opportunity, though, to get into a good, strong scoring position here.
No, like we gotta get rid of that, right? Like.
Oh, interesting call here.
Yeah.
Or discussion happening.
It doesn't dead stick that. We're playing double stick four.
Is this good?
It's really thick.
Oh, it's not
Playing the double.
To stick this?
No, but like worst case you do this. Like worst case you do that, and then you push it to here, and there's no, you can't really get rid of both those easily, right? Like,
I know it's just quite thick.
I don't think it's as thick as you think.
I think half a rock leaves, and you can't nose it.
Okay, it's thick. It's thick, but I still think like
Some discussion
I'm
as to
fine
whether
with
the
it.
double is makeable or not.
Is it? I don't even know if it's peel, Ryan, because this is your best shot.
Well, I think I said it once already during this game. You know, you draw for dough, but you hit for show. And if we're calling a hit here, I think we're going to have a great show seeing how this shakes up.
It's just
I think you're right, Kev.
there. Like it's not going on.
That's why I'm always hitting for show.
I think it's just gonna like nut there.
It's for the fans, really.
Yeah.
But even
Doing it for the fans in the stands.
like it's hard to get rid of both. Either way. Yeah. I'm good 2/3 normal.
Yeah, 2/3.
We're all about the glory.
It's good.
Yeah.
Just, even if you roll to like here. it's not a bad shot.
Not terrible.
I like 2/3 with like high 8s.
Me too. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're out there
Like my-
following along on YouTube, feel free to drop us some questions in the comments. Maybe you want some more Two Truths and a Lie from Kevin.
Oh, I don't know how many 2 Truths and a Lie for High Park I have.
Wow, we've got Adam Barrel in the comments asking who can cut the G on their Guinness better, Blair or Cailey?
Oh, you know, I'm gonna have to go with Blair.
Wow.
Only because I curl with Blair, and I think he might fire me from another team if if I don't say it.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I work for a competitive beverage alcohol company, so. Here's the delivery by Weeb.
Holding that line.
Holding that line.
Moving. Are we going to get nice contact here?
Oh, and he hits the guard.
Bit of a head scratch there.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Just barely hitting that yellow.
Yeah, they were on it out of his hand. Be your hair tight.
Okay.
Now, if you're Team Jeong, do you throw the double here on those blues? You know, you hit the outside one first, roll over, potentially punch that out.
Yeah.
Give yourself a little guard.
I think that's what they're looking at, Kev.
Yeah.
Taking a look at the angles.
It is.
We've got Vice Jeong Lee making sure he's comfortable with where Skipper Jeong needs to hit that blue to make the double happen.
Here we go. Good release. Getting low. On and out of the hand.
Yep, sweeping hard.
Think it's going to catch a little thicker than they wanted. Still a good outcome. That blue is still sticking around.
Jeong currently sitting 1, but still be pretty happy with that.
But still splitting up those yellow a bit, making it hard to get a big end here for Mooibroek, because it looks like yellow has shot 1, 3, and 4. Or sorry, Team Jeong has their rocks are shot 1, 3, and 4, with that blue in the 8 being second shot and the blue in the 12 being third.
Side of the rock, though.
Quick update on sheet 4. So we have Team Kitzawa out of Japan versus Krista Burns out of Sudbury, Northern Ontario. We had a big
you can take
2 for Krista Burns in the 6th. So that game is now tied up 5-5 heading into the 7th with Team Kitazawa with the hammer in 7.
I can play this.
That might be good.
Well, I don't even know if he plays it. Not if I'm sitting. Yeah, but you ever miss it, we get 4.
Yeah, he plays it off of this. It's really good.
No, but if he ever hit it like this and stuck it here, I don't know. Might have a double.
I don't hate the hair high, but like.
Well, if I hit a hair high with peel, can I have a roll kind of in front of it? Like if I hit 7/8 with peel, where's my shooter ending up?
I'm just worried the thicker or the thinner you hit it, you're getting really close to.
I know.
You just gotta wick this.
If we ever roll out, we can play this for 3.
I don't hate that.
Like if he ever rolls out, right? We roll to here. He ever rolls out.
It's good.
Yeah, he might play this one.
Some good discussion here.
Is that the shot then?
Might be.
It's an important shot in the 7th end.
Like,
I still don't have anything for more than 2 though.
Mooibroek with the hammer here.
Let's play this, guys.
Trying to figure out how he can score multiples.
Interesting call. Split the house up a little bit here with this hit. Hope to catch just enough of that yellow to push it out the side, but not hit your blues, and maintain enough momentum to kind of get you out to that wing.
Stick around and sit too, Kev?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
There's also the discussion of the order of operations and whether you try to remove those top 2 yellows first and then the one on the center, or the one in the center first and then the top yellows. But we'll see what happens here. Coming out of the hat confidently.
easy, 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 easy. Get close, Nate. Get close, Nate. Nate. Oh,
easy.
Oh, straight.
Tremendous sweeping here.
Straight.
Hey, whoa now.
Whoa.
I think they were hoping to get a little bit more of a roll.
Yep. Sitting 2.
Yeah, and I think Jeong is indicating they're looking at a double. Yeah. That looks like a pretty high double for the inside, but I think they're going to try to hit and roll and give themselves a bit of a, and they have a bit of a pocket with some backing there on those blues. This could be a real tricky position to be in after this end.
Well, yeah. If there's a shot for 2, we'll see. Yes.
Big shot here in the 7th end by Team Jeong. Looking to maintain their lead heading into 8. And here we go. Team Jeong with its final stone of the end, looking for a double.
Looking to catch the inside, get a nice roll into that pocket. They're sweeping to curl here. Great shot.
Wow, and he gets it.
Making it real difficult here for Mooibroek to get 2.
Jeong currently sitting 2.
Need to hit it dead sideways.
Let's check out this replay here and look at the way the rocks move after the hit.
Try to hit a thin quarter. It's basically those blanks I've been playing. Like, that'll go, and you're trying to punch this to here and stick your shooter back here.
That yellow just rolling up.
Yeah,
no,
beautiful
like
shot.
A little bit over that blue.
Yeah. It's a
now you can see those
thin quarter.
2 South Korean yellows sitting around just touching the top 8 foot.
I would turn up and throw them pretty in out.
Cailey, I got a question for you here. Looking at this house, do you ever try for the low margin, high pressure triple here, slash the inside of that top yellow, redirect onto that yellow, and kind of try and rearrange things and get those yellows out of there and try to stick your shooter?
I think they're calling for the double. I think they're going to try to hit that top yellow and send the shooter into the other yellow around the top 8. And I think exactly what you said, Kev. Try to stick your shooter.
Yeah. If Mooibroek can get 2 here, really changes the momentum of the game.
Certainly.
Put a little more wind in your sails heading into the 8th.
Yeah, big shot here. Final skipper stone for Team Mooibroek.
Yeah. Yes!
Oh,
and they get
tough shot. Hit it a bit thick. 1 yellow here.
Tough outcome for Team Mooibroek.
Mooibroek down 3 heading into the 8th. And we're going to cut to our sponsors.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Sioux South Toronto Tankard here at StewCurls.com. And all you fans and all you curling teams who are staying in the area, come up to Petty Fine Foods. Lots of great prepared food. You just throw in the oven, cook, eat, and go. And if you show your map card to Stefo, you're going to get
a free espresso and a complimentary cannoli on the house.
Free! Free! So come on up.
4-letter magic word.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
Pushing limits.
Seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
it's a gold line.
it's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
We are here at the RBC Bloor West Village branch, and I'm here with two of their best mortgage brokers, Keith Joel and Dave Thompson. RBC has been an amazing sponsor of my curling season for about 10 years. And Keith, why is it so important to be involved in the community and sponsor youth sports?
First of all, Stuart, it's been a fantastic 10 years. I'm so happy to be involved, and so is RBC. We enjoy being out there, meeting all the curlers, and having a lot of fun along the way. So thanks for that.
I just want to say I'm with you. I'm a big supporter of the community, and I just want to let everyone know all my mortgages with RBC, all my accounts with RBC. It's an amazing bank. These are great mortgage brokers. So look, go to rbc.com and come into the Bloor West Village branch and visit these great guys.
And we're back, heading into the eighth end. A little bit of intel we heard on the mic packs while we were on break. Mooibroek is looking to put up 2 center guards. That's what I heard. I don't know how this yellow in the house changes that.
Okay, we got to hold the line.
But I got to imagine when you're down 3,
Okay, line's okay.
you want to make sure you have some stuff in the front to help mitigate some of those hits
Like a
or
brew
run
now.
backs and
Looks
give you
quite
things to
light.
play with later.
I think that's right, Kev. You're going to see Team Mooibroek throwing up a lot of guards here.
And I think Team Jeong is going to play a bit of a race to the button here and cover as much as they can, get as much as they can in the house, take away scoring potential. Not sure if Team Mooibroek was super happy with the exact placement of that guard. But at this point in the game, everything counts and everything's important. And of course, as a final shout out to our wonderful sponsors who make all of this possible: Stu Sells Realty Team, Stuart Sankey, Close Concepts Electrical, Carl Close, Tommy Gunn's Original Barbershop, Patrick Morris, and Keith Joel Mortgage Brokers, Keith Joel.
Here we see Team Jeong coming into the rings again, exactly as you say, Kevin, looking to take up some real estate in the house and get a few things in there that will be difficult for Team Mooibroek to remove.
And we're going to see a second guard come up here for Team Mooibroek, just to make sure they have enough that when they hit, they can roll behind cover and do that and capture that.
We'll do a quick update on the other games that are going on at the moment in High Park. So we have on sheet 3 live, we have Laurie St. George out of Montreal, Quebec, playing Team Shelley Hardy. They're in the 7th right now. Team St. George is up 5-4 with Hammer.
Okay, well,
And on sheet number 4, we have Kitazawa from Japan against Krista Burns from Sudbury, Ontario. Currently tied 5-5. We have Kitazawa with the Hammer in 7. We have a few games that are wrapped up. So we had Team Armstrong curling out of the High Park Curling Club with a win on their sheet 1, 9-0 against Carly Howard out of Toronto. And we also had a game that was planned for sheet 5 that unfortunately didn't happen today. So we had Krista McCarville versus Madeline DuPont. Unfortunately, Team DuPont's ill today, so they had the forfeit there, and Krista McCarville will move on.
And of course, now that we're seeing the 6 rock in play, we are able to remove some of those stones that are guards. So this is where it gets real tricky, and trying to make sure that you can score a couple points here. And Mooibroek is looking to squeak one in here.
line's good. Line's great. Gonna need to curl.
Looking to bring it in.
Curl.
Yeah. Sit behind their guard.
Sorry, Nate. All three of you guys threw your arms in the air and then never made a weight call. So I'm just trying to save it. Well, you're sweeping.
And we're going to see Jeong coming out
Oh, that's what I
front.
mean. Like you all said heavy.
Confidently
You
put
all
down the
said
room
heavy?
for a hit here.
And if I don't go right away, we're fucked.
Peeling the guard.
Yeah.
But it was like max out of 10.
Scott did say worse. Like,
And here's the peel.
I tried to
Team
make a call
Jeong.
to save it.
And they'll move that.
Making things a little bit harder here. Blue fully exposed. And it's tricky because if you try to hit that yellow to get some cover, you're going to send that top yellow out, but I think it collides into the back yellow and creates a jam potential here with that back on that back blue.
Five.
We're talking about whether or not they throw up another guard or if they get right into the rings at this point in time.
Well, rock management at this point in the game is so important. Every rock you throw has the potential to be a point that you need, and every rock that you miss takes away a chance to score.
Looking at guard placement options here.
Yeah.
And then you loop.
I'm just saying it's too early. I think we waste one, but we throw it tight enough that if he just ignores it and hits the back one, we can split it later.
Get a little separation from the back, hoping to potentially keep this secret, I think. Sometimes you don't want your opposition to overhear what you're calling.
I think we got to go right here.
We're talking about posting a tight guard that if Team Jeong elects to ignore it, then they can split it later.
And we go here, he picks our back, then we start hooking.
That's a bold call.
We're at a point in the game where I think Team Mooibroek's looking to make some high risk, high reward shots here, Kev.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the type of call we'd see at club level curling.
No,
but
I don't think we'd be calling that on Sunday afternoon at High Park.
Shout out to all the people from Sunday Rec League who are watching at home, and probably one of the funnest leagues.
Probably one of the most intoxicated as well. Am I allowed to say that?
I don't know. We don't talk about that often.
Sorry.
We talk about the good times.
Here's Team Mooibroek.
Line's pretty good.
Have they elected for the guard here, Kev? I think so. Yeah, it looks like
Placement is going to be of the utmost importance here.
Yep, so they've called this tight guard.
You got to get it tight enough that you can get it into the rings if you need it. A high guard isn't going to be something they're super happy with, and it's coming in nicely.
Yep.
It might even be biting on its own. No, just finishes nicely.
Beautiful shot, exactly.
Couple, 1.5 feet, 2 feet, and I don't know if Team Jeong overheard that private chat in the,
maybe they were
just in front of the house.
Broadcast.
Maybe. Let's not. I don't want to see another Houston Astros type situation happen here. None of us are banging on garbage cans to give signals.
No. First shot from Jeong Cailey.
Oh,
he removes the guard, but
sacrifices a yellow.
Yep.
Which at this point in the game isn't too bad, because you're playing the scoreboard here up 3. Even if you take out one of your yellows, not too bad. And 4 rocks left for Mooibroek, and we're gonna look to split this.
It's the open one, and then we come again.
The more you split the rocks, the more distance you have, the more difficult you make it for your opponent to remove more than one.
That's so hard. If you freeze where he can't get rid of
Mooibroek
it,
looking to set up a big end here, knowing he has to score 3 for the tie.
you got to hit an 8th with back 12.
Asking for back 12 weight.
These are some precision shots here, and just a great example of the great curling we're seeing all weekend. We have another game coming up at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, and more games on Monday. Most importantly, the finals.
Yep.
So make sure to tune into that, or even better, come down to the High Park Club in Toronto, 100 Indian Road, just beside High Park, one of the greatest parks in the city.
Harder the shooter, harder the shooter.
And I think we're going to see
Gotta go, Nate.
a lot of sweep in here to get a roll, but I don't think that's quite the separation they wanted. And this is a dangerous position for Mooibroek to be in.
He's left the double.
All right, real close.
Yeah. He probably wanted another foot or two of movement, at least on that, at least on the rock that's hanging in the 8, and a little bit more cover on the rock in the back 4 with that yellow. Team Jeong giving the rock a good clean. A quick sweep of the center line. And I think we're going to see a firm hit here as Team Jeong looks for that double.
Here we go. Second.
Coming down nicely. A little bit of chatter about to the sweepers.
Beautiful
Great
shot.
double. And now for Mooibroek, every stone counts. We're going to see a replay here.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Textbook
shot.
double.
Yeah. Great shot by Vice Jeong Lee.
Same weight.
I thought you were going to say, great shot, buddy. That's not I've not heard that in many commentaries, but
I don't even know what that means.
I didn't get.
Well, yeah, I guess. Great shot, buddy. Buddy Jeong. Way to go.
Line's good.
Pretty impressive. Here we go.
Yeah, they're going to look to anchor that, I believe, or tuck that in behind the yellow as it comes in.
Got to curl a bit.
Looks a little hot.
It does look a little hot.
You got to hope this stays in the house.
Yeah.
Keep the dream alive. Through the 4, through the 8, and just settle straddling the 8-foot and the 12-foot. If you're Jeong and you remove that blue, you secure the win here. It's not entirely covered, so we could see this rock being the game-ending rock.
I wouldn't have called that. Which?
Little bit of a disagreement here about the shot that was called on the mics.
If you take the yellow, it's still good. Yeah. You move it another 4 inches or something. Yeah. It's tough.
Here's skip ByeongJin Jeong with his first. Looking for
Looking
the
to curl
takeout and
it.
the handshake.
Yeah. Game.
And he
that's
gets it.
game. Thank you all for joining us, watching the Sioux Cells Toronto Tankard here in Toronto at High Park Club. I'm Kevin Hogan, and we got Cailey Knoop joining us. And yeah, thank you so much, and have a great evening. We'll see you all at 9:30.
Bye, everyone.
Good luck.
Hey, curling fans at High Park and sitting at home watching the Stu Cells Toronto Tankard at stewcurls.com. Look after the game. We're just up the road from High Park. Come to my house in the Junction, have a cocktail, have a late night snack, and talk about the game.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline, join the revolution.
Welcome to the Sioux Cells team's brand new listing. And you know what? You are not going to find condos like this in the city anymore. Because when they built these, they built them for living and size. This place is ginormous. It's not these little 800 square foot 2-bedroom, 2-baths where you're jammed into it. Look at the space we have. Look at this gorgeous view we have of the Rosedale Valley Road and the Rosedale Valley. It's beautiful. So check it out. We've got 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Check out this beautiful den office space. You actually have a dining room where you can have dinner, not a little island here in your bar stool cramped in. Gorgeous large eating kitchen, ton of storage, 2 beautiful bathrooms. Check out this gorgeous parquet floor that has been stained in this beautiful dark stain. That's awesome. And you know what? Don't get me going on location. We are right at Yonge, just south of Bloor. There's Yorkville, there's the TTC. You can go up to Summerhill Market. You can head downtown to the East Center, Dundas Square. You can go down Rosedale Valley Road and get to Cabbagetown and get to the Bayview Extension and get onto the DVP. It's such a great location. So look, go to StuSales.ca, see all the photos, the videos, and give me Stu a call for a personal tour. Hey curling fans at High Park and sitting at home watching the StuSales Toronto Tankard at StuCurls.com. Look, after the game, we're just up the road from High Park. Come to my house in the Junction, have a cocktail, have a late night snack, and talk about the game. Hey StuSales Teams followers, I am just finishing my coffee out here on this balcony of our brand new listing. Now look, I keep saying it, I'm gonna say it again. The Bank of Canada is cutting interest rates. It is going to turn back to a seller's market. So you gotta get in, and we are in this amazing condo that you can get into the market. We're $600,000, we're 2 bedrooms, we're a den, we're 2 bathrooms, totally renovated. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to pick up a roller and paint. It's all been done. The den is a perfect home office. We have these gorgeous wide plank floors, brand new kitchen. The cabinetry is so cool. The grain of the wood actually follows itself. These sellers have taken a lot of time with detail, quartz counters, gorgeous walk-in glass shower in one of the bathrooms, stone floor, beautiful extra big master bedroom with a 4-piece ensuite, big walk-in closet. These owners built this huge storage unit, a ton of storage. We're in a great building. It's got a gym, party room, really nice amenities on the main floor. And you know what? Up and away. We're right at the Up Express in Weston. Look, go to StuSales.ca, see all the photos and videos, and give me Stu a call for a personal tour. Hey guys, thanks for watching the StuSales Toronto Tankard here at StuCurls.com. And all you fans and all you curling teams who are staying in the area, come up to Petty Fine Foods. Lots of great prepared food. You just throw in the oven, cook, eat, and go. And if you show your map card to Stefo, you're gonna get
a free espresso and a complimentary cannoli on the house.
Free! Free! So come on up.
4-letter magic word.
Hey StuSales Teams followers, we are here at our brand new listing, which is right behind me. We are bringing this gorgeous 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo to market. And you know what? I don't want to hear it any more from you people saying, oh, I can't get in the market. Everything's so expensive. We're bringing a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo to the market for $619,000. So you know what I always say? Stop flushing your money down the toilet and renting when you can buy and get into the market. It's gorgeous. It's got beautiful laminate floors, brand new kitchen, gorgeous bathroom, huge balcony that looks south, looks all over the city. It's a great view. It's got a ton of room. It's got an open concept living, dining area, eating kitchen. What more do you want to get in the market? And look, this park comes with it. You've got this park, you've got this tennis court, you got an outdoor pool, you got a gym, you got a party room. It's like being a Club Med. So look, stop renting and get in the market. Go to StuSales.ca, see all the photos, the videos, and give me Stu a call for a personal tour.